Hello, everybody. I just want to welcome you to this channel, uh, the Cross Our Hope. Uh, First off, I'd like to apologize in advance for any background noise because I don't have any kind of fancy equipment, special mics, or anything like that. The computer, I'm filming it with the actual camera on the computer, the mic that's built into the computer. So if there's any background noise, I apologize in advance. But anyway, so the Cross Our Hope. Why did I choose that name? Um, well, it's because all through the Old Testament, through the sanctuary, um, Isaiah, it pointed towards that perfect sacrifice, like the lamb, uh, all our, you know, sins and everything put on it. Like in Isaiah 53, it talks about, let's see, he was wounded for our transgressions, he was bruised for our iniquities, the chastisement for our peace was upon him, and by his stripes we are healed. You know, all this stuff in Isaiah 53 points towards the cross. And that's the reason I wanted to give this channel that name, The Cross Our Hope, because that cross is empty. His sacrifice was complete. He completed the prophecies and things like that. He took all of our sins upon himself. Um, it says, let's see, he bore the sins of many and made intercession for the transgressors, for us sinners. Um, so that's the reason I give it that name. But anyway, I was reading this morning Psalms 103, and I just it hit me because of some things that it talks about. Um, One of them is, bless the Lord, O my soul, and forget not all his benefits, who forgives all your iniquities, forgives our sins, who heals your diseases. The reason it hit me hard is because, I'm battling cancer, and he can heal us, our diseases, as well as forgive us from our sins and things. You know, One thing I've learned, Jesus gives us the ability to overcome. It's just like in the past, I used to drink and smoke and cuss, all that kind of stuff. And I got a lot of friends that probably remember me in that state, and they probably look at me like, well, he's no better than I am, and I'm not any better than they are. But the things that God has given me the ability to lay at His feet and help me through them. Did I have to? Did I have to do my part? Yeah. Um, I had to do my part, but He gave me the ability to give it up. You know, um, the smoking part that was uh, that was a little difficult, but I was able to quit cold turkey. Um, but I don't have any cravings for cigarettes or things like that anymore. But yes, I did have to do my part on it. I gave it to Him. Uh, God can help you through anything, but you got to be willing to seek His will. You got to be willing to get rid of that and do your part. Uh, he frees us from our sins. He doesn't save us in our sins. He has given us the ability. Through him we can overcome all our obstacles, the peace that surpasses all understanding, that type of deal. You know, even though uh, we may die tomorrow, you know, we shouldn't be looking at, to be fearful in that. We're working for eternity anyway. Um, so that peace that he gives us when we accept him, we know that through him we are saved through faith. It's not of ourselves; it's a gift from God. Um, so I just pray that you accept his sacrifice as, you know, that you accept him and his sacrifice to free you from those burdens in life that you have. Um, it's easy to say, it's harder to do because, we want to conquer our own problems half the time. And I was the same way. I wanted to live my life the way I wanted to live it. And, I struggled. I struggled from the time I was 10 years old when I lost my brother, Leroy, in a car accident. It was May 25th, 1990. And I turned my back on God at that point, and it took me over 25, it took me 30 years. No, it took me 20 years, over 20 years to come back to God. And I guess to see my dad going through his condition when he had his amputation, and, he loved God. And, my dad was my rock. He's the one that I went to when I was having troubles in life. And, he came back home on hospice. And I thought to myself, well, you know, I'm getting ready to lose my rock. But Dad was okay with what was going on, And anyway, I really started studying the scriptures and everything at that point. There was a lot of other things that started happening in my life once I chose to accept God and started studying for myself. And, um, you know, that peace that God ended up giving me. And, not only did I give up a lot of things in the world, but I tried to surround myself with godly people. Um, quit listening to the music I was listening to. Um, Started, listening to like audio Bible and different things. I'm a truck driver, so I started listening to a lot of audio. Um, I had friends that I made once I started going back to church, and they would share different people who overcome the world, and one of them was Ivor Myers, um, that I listened to a lot. Uh, he was he was a rapper, and he gave up a lot, and he is now a preacher. And there's a lot of things that he brought to my attention that I could see that the influences that music and different things were bringing me. And so it was a journey, and you're not going through this journey alone. If you seek the Lord, He'll put those people in your life that you need. Through them you'll feel His love. Uh, you know, this being a Christian isn't easy at all. And no, it's not a crutch. Um, I know I lost a lot of old friends and things, and a lot of people that I thought I was really close to, because of what I was sharing, like on Facebook and things. Um, they were totally blocking me, getting rid of me because I guess they remembered who I was, and um, how, I drank, smoked, cussed, did everything that the world did. Went to bars. Didn't really go to bars that much, but every now and again, you know, I would I would go. But anyway, that's just things that I'm not proud of. But um, there's a lot of things I'm not proud of that I've done in my past, and but God can forgive anybody. And the reason I say that is because look at Paul. There's Saul. You can read Saul's conversion in Acts chapter 9. It talks about, him being a murderer, and you know God going to Ananias and telling him to, or Jesus going to Ananias and telling him to go see this Saul, uh, and the Lord, Ananias is like, I know what he did to your people, and God had a plan for him, and you can read about it in Acts chapter 9, his conversion. But he was a murderer. No, I never murdered anybody, but those things, those influences that we, by living our life in sin, we can influence people. We can say things that can turn people off, And I've learned that now as being a Christian, that there there's one way to reach people, and that's through the love of Jesus Christ. There's lifestyles and things like that people need to give up, and you can't do it alone. But if we try to live our life right, set an example, we might influence them. The like Romans chapter 1, talks about all those types of sinners and things and what they do. And the first verse of Romans chapter 2 gave me my answer. I can't sit there and try to judge people and tell them that their sin is wrong. I've got to lead them to Christ so God can convict them of their sins, that that they are in the wrong place and that they need to, come to Him. It says in Revelation chapter 3, He stands by the door and knocks. He stands by the door and knocks. He's outside. He wants to come in. He wants to be with you. Uh, but He's not going to come in and if you don't want Him there, you've got free will. You have to choose Him. Then seek His will in your life. The more you do that, the more your will reflect His will, and vice versa. That's what a Christian is. It's a follower of Christ, and we're supposed to let our light shine for Him, for His glory. And if you choose Him, He won't let you down. We can't serve two masters. We can't serve the world and God at the same time. It says the truth will set us free. We'll be free indeed. Just whether you're on drugs or whatever is holding you back, you can turn that over to God. But anyway, I hope this helps. I would like to go into telling my testimony on here, but it involves other people, and I don't want to get on here and expose other people. Um, but the doors opened up for me as far as being able to handle the situation at the time. When I gave my heart to God with my job and things, and I went from being an over the road truck driver to being able to be home every day. So I'll leave it at that. But a lot of people who know me know the whole story behind it. And I wish I could go into it, but I just don't think it would be appropriate to involve other people that because it would almost have to point out where they came short. And I don't think that the Lord would want me to do that. So, but I will tell you that God has really done a lot in my life, and um, as far as the testimony I gave about how, uh, when I found out I had cancer, and the bill that came in that morning, it was a Wednesday morning. I was walking down the steps when my chart dinged, and it's I had a hospital bill for $2,134, and I just a lot of people wouldn't believe it, but I did something. I took a picture of these checks. I blocked everything out, but I prayed that morning about the situation and for God to lead me and guide me and things like that. And within 20 minutes, He answered my prayer. Um, he was able to go and grab something to eat, and within 20 minutes, God had answered my prayer. And I kind of blocked everything out as far as the checks go, and I don't know if you're able to even see them. But anyway, I tried to block everything out, and I'll try to post those on here. But anyway, uh, I thought maybe that you would like to see that, it's not just a story made up or anything. It really did happen. God did answer my prayers within 20 minutes. Before I even prayed, everything was in motion, as far as the dates and everything on the checks. So anyway, I'm going to stop here and, let me know if you have enjoyed this, um, that prayerfully, should I keep this channel or should I let it go? You know, I just started it, but, back when I gave my heart to the Lord, I felt like He was trying to lead me into some sort of type of ministry, and maybe this is His way. So I don't know. I've been praying about it. I felt like this is something I needed to do. But anyway, God bless you, and Lord keep you. May His face shine upon you. And, anyway, y'all take care. Come back and see us. I'll try to post more later. Thank you.